Welcome to the Presidential Claim Record. This opening slide reflects a percentage-based breakdown of direct quotes from President Donald J. Trump, reviewed from April 1st, 2026 through April 19th, 2026, classified across 4 categories: false, unsupported, misleading, and supported. Now, let's move to the scorecard. The left side of the scorecard reflects cumulative results from April 1st, 2026 through April 18th, 2026, broken down by category. We now turn to the results from April 19th, 2026. As for false, 1 claim was identified. At 8:10 a.m. on Truth Social, while discussing economic impacts related to Iran, President Trump stated $500 million a day. This claim is false, as no verified public data available by the time of review supported a specific daily loss figure of $500 million tied to the situation described. As for unsupported, 4 claims were identified. At 8:10 a.m. on Truth Social, while discussing economic and geopolitical impact, President Trump stated, "The United States loses nothing." This claim is unsupported, as it presents a broad and absolute claim about the economic and strategic impact on the United States without verifiable evidence by the time of review, showing that no losses were incurred. At 8:10 a.m. on Truth Social, while discussing shipping activity, President Trump stated, "Many ships are headed to the U.S. to load up." This claim is unsupported, as no independent public record by the time of review verified the scale or extent of shipping diversion described. At 8:10 a.m. on Truth Social, while discussing maritime targeting, President Trump stated, "Many of them were aimed at a French ship and a freighter from the United Kingdom." This claim is unsupported, as no independent public record by the time of review verified that those vessels were specifically targeted as described. In remarks reported across multiple outlets on April 19th, while discussing Iran and potential escalation, President Trump stated, "If Iran does not sign this deal, the whole country is getting blown up." This claim is unsupported, as it presents a forward-looking threat or prediction that could not be verified at the time of review. As for misleading, 3 claims were identified. At 8:10 a.m. on Truth Social, while discussing military activity, President Trump stated, "Iran decided to fire bullets at us, a total violation of our ceasefire agreement." This claim is misleading, as no publicly documented ceasefire agreement with defined terms was available at the time of review, making the assertion of a specific violation unverifiable, as stated. At 8:10 a.m. on Truth Social, while discussing the Strait of Hormuz, President Trump stated, "Iran recently announced that they were closing the Strait of Hormuz because our blockade has already closed it." This claim is misleading, as contemporaneous reporting indicated Iranian statements about restricting or closing the strait, but the statement conflates Iran's actions with the separate United States blockade and overstates the extent to which the blockade itself had already closed the strait. At 8:10 a.m. on Truth Social, while discussing potential military response, President Trump stated, "We're going to knock out every single power plant and every single bridge." This claim is misleading, as it presents a sweeping and definitive outcome that reflects a conditional threat rather than an established or verified action. As for supported, 2 claims were identified. At 8:10 a.m. on Truth Social, While discussing regional military activity, President Trump stated, "Iran decided to fire bullets at us." This claim is supported in substance by contemporaneous reporting of hostile activity in the region. From a separate Truth Social post, while describing a maritime interdiction event, President Trump outlined the interception and seizure of an Iranian vessel, including the involvement of the USS Spruance and the detention of the ship by United States forces. This claim is supported in substance by contemporaneous reporting describing the seizure of an Iranian-flagged vessel by United States forces. This brings today's totals to 1 false, 4 unsupported, 3 misleading, and 2 supported claims. The cumulative totals from April 1st, 2026 through April 19th, 2026 have been updated accordingly and are reflected on the scorecard. Those cumulative totals are 22 false, 59 unsupported, 34 misleading, and 29 supported. This record is compiled using direct quotes from President Trump, sourced from Truth Social, other major social media platforms, press conferences, interviews, official White House releases, transcripts, and other public statements. It excludes intermediaries, representatives, news outlet, personalities, and second-hand interpretations. The words matter. The truth matters. The history matters.